Hello, this is Todd Luck, and this is a review I never thought I'd get to do. We're actually going to take a look at Beyond the Farthest Star Chronicles #2 from American Mythology. This is a reprint of the Beyond the Farthest Star backup stories that ran in Tarzan back in the 1970s, published by DC Comics. And Beyond the Farthest Star is one of Edgar Rice Burroughs' more obscure novels. And these stories kind of go in their own direction, but they do star Tangor, who is from the novels. All right, so let me start with the cover. And first of all, let me apologize because when I did my review of the first issue, I assumed that these were probably covers that were actually drawn for this comic by an artist. And that's the way that they have been doing their reprint comics, with an original cover on them and then some artwork from the Burroughs archives as a variant cover. I was wrong. These are actually by legendary artist Roy Crinkle, and these are, from the Burroughs archives. These are, stuff that had been inside of Beyond the Farthest Star novels. However, it doesn't really change my opinion. They are very interesting pieces. They're attractive to look at, but they don't tell me anything about the concept because they're taken out of context, right? These were not meant to be cover images. These were meant to go with the text inside of the novel. And they also don't have any relationship to anything in either of these issues. And thus, it probably would have been nice if we could have gotten a regular cover drawn specifically for these issues and these used as variant covers instead, but it's just a cover. And so here's a look at the interiors. It's not quite as rough as last issue, but it's still not as nice as the remastering they did on the Carson of Venus reprints. And one thing I will note, I know we saw this costume last issue, but it's just now sinking in how much this looks like Scarlet from G.I. Joe. I kind of wonder if maybe this was the inspiration for that. So there's a variety of artists and writers in here, and worth noting is that Murphy Anderson actually does one of the chapters here, and it looks really good. This issue reprints Beyond the Farthest Star stories from Tarzan 217 and 218, and also Tarzan Family 61, which I actually do own. So here's an example of what the original looks like. And here's what it looks like in the reprint. And yeah, you can tell it just looks rougher and just not as nice as the original. So why would you want to get this? Because those originals cost a bit of money. If you want to get all those individual issues, you're going to be spending a lot more than $4. So this is an economical way and also a compact way to get all those stories and put them in your comic box. And there's also a brand new 8-page story that's exclusive to this issue. This is a new story done by American Mythology, written by J.C. Vaughn. As you can probably tell, it's done in the spirit of those old comics, but not in the style. This is done in a modern style, so it is a very short story, decompressed storytelling. It basically feels kind of like a setup for future stories, which I doubt we'll get, but you never know. It does end with those classic ambiguous words, "the end for now." And who knows, there could be more stories in the works for all I know, but nothing is announced in here for next issue, and nothing is announced on the internet about anything else from American Mythology. It's been a year and they haven't announced any new Burroughs comics, but again, you never know. If I do hear about new Burroughs comics from American Mythology, I'll certainly let you guys know. And in the year since last issue, things have changed, so we do now have an ongoing, officially licensed Tarzan comic from Dynamite Comics called Lord of the Jungle. I have reviewed the first 4 issues so far that have come out, so you can check that out. And Tarzan's wife Jane has a one-shot and a brand new graphic novel called Jane Porter and the City of Fire that you can order right now on EdgarRiceBurroughs.com. They are expensive, but they are very good comics, and you can check out my reviews on those. So something like this coming out proves that anything is possible. So could I get the rest of Tarzan and the Rivers of Blood? Come on, Dark Horse, make it happen. All right, guys. Like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, see ya.